This just came out just a little bit ago. Kevin McCarthy told a room full of reporters, well, we're not going to be taking up this particular bill. I mean, the fact that you had Mitch McConnell, who prioritized this over Planned Parenthood, the defunding, who prioritized this over Kate's law, and what his excuse was that they could be just standalone amendments. I mean, this is exactly the reason why people get angry with GOP establishment right here.
Well, yes, Dana, and to use it to fill the tree on top of it in that fashion, and it sounded like it was unannounced, and it sounded like Harry Reid didn't know it was coming either, but Patty Murray apparently knew it was coming because she said he made a commitment. And so when Ted Cruz said that Mitch McConnell had made a promise and that he'd repeated it 3 times, and Patty Murray apparently supports that, I think we know what happened behind the scenes over in the United States Senate. And I haven't heard from Mitch McConnell yet on his narrative on this, but this is very, very troubling to see this. And to think if K Street runs this Congress in the fashion that's alleged, we've got a lot of things to fix going forward.
Yeah, absolutely, especially since he's been on record before urging caution with the whole reauthorization of this XM. What do you make of his remarks? And then we're going to get into the House on this, where he said, oh, well, this could have been just a standalone bill defunding Planned Parenthood. I have no idea in what reality Senator McConnell thinks that was going to happen, Congressman. What's your take on that?
Well, mine is that I don't see the conviction there. And from my standpoint, when I see the videos that are coming out of Planned Parenthood, I mean, I have an Acorn in my pocket. I've carried one in my pocket since before we defunded Acorn. In fact, I brought the First Amendment to defund them about 2 years before the videos came out. But I think Planned Parenthood is about the same place right now where Acorn was then when the films came out that Hannah and James produced. And so America sees this with revulsion. And you would think that the United States Congress, House and Senate, could act quickly on this. They do want to do an investigation. I give them credit for that. But, you know, what we see in the video is what we're going to see in an investigation. They are trading in little innocent little baby body parts.
Right.
And here's what's stark to me, Dana, is that in China, they will bring capital charges against their criminals, and through their adjudication process, whatever we think of it, find them guilty, then sentence them to execution, and then harvest their organs as they execute those that are guilty of capital crimes in China. And we are revolted by the idea that someone who's sentenced to death can be used to save 4 or 5 or 6 lives.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, we are subsidizing out of taxpayer dollars $500 million to harvest baby organs and sell them for a profit.
And they're using a lot of that money, as you know, Congressman, to bankroll Democrat campaigns. I mean, they give exclusively to the Democrat Party. They've given hundreds of thousands of dollars to Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Global Initiative. I mean, at the very least, if they can't get over themselves enough to find outrage at the black market trafficking of baby body parts, maybe they could just say, well, how about not having American citizens be forced to support with their taxpayer dollars other people's campaigns because all money is fungible. I wish that at least Senator McConnell would have thought of that, Congressman.
Well, you would think so, and I would remind people that are watching this comparison that most of the Acorn money went into Democrats too, but yet they were finally shamed into voting with Republicans to defund Acorn. This can happen, and I think it's going to be important to try to shame the Democrats into this. This is a revolting practice, and to extract money out of the pockets of taxpayers, subsidize an organization like Planned Parenthood, who began with what shall I say, an ethnic cleansing eugenics agenda in the first place. The American people, once they understand, they need to get up to speed. They're getting there. I think that this Congress will eventually defund Planned Parenthood. It'll probably happen here in the fall by September 30th when the CR comes up. I can't imagine the conservatives in the House voting for a continuing resolution to extend the function of government if it does not include within it a ban on funding that goes to Planned Parenthood, Dana.